Tony Schiavone came out with Sting, and this time he actually asked a question and Sting answered it. I was so shocked. Usually Tony asks a question, puts the microphone in front of the interview subject, and somebody's music plays. But this time Sting actually spoke. Not only that, but did you notice that it's been so long since Sting was actually in a wrestling company where people interviewed him that when Tony asked him the question and put the microphone in front of him, Sting took the microphone and just started talking. And Tony left his hand up for a minute and then just wandered off out of the picture. They don't even know how to work with an interviewer now. As a matter of fact, that's something that was a rule that I instituted at various points in OVW and in Ring of Honor. The talent does not take the microphone away from the announcer. The announcer doesn't know how to work the fucking microphone so the talent can be heard on their promos. We'll get another announcer. And if you got two talents going back and forth in a fucking interview, either the one announcer works it or elsewise, maybe we'll get another announcer in there to work another microphone. But when the guy just takes the microphone from the announcer and just takes over and starts doing his own shit, then it's just phony sports entertainment wrestling like everywhere else. Anyway, so Sting did actually speak, and then Ricky Starks interrupted. And this was the promo of the night. Ricky Starks comes out. He's got fire. He's got cadence. He's got emotion. The guy can talk. Sounded like he meant it. He was trying to be serious. And then he slaps Sting. Sting gets on him, beats him up, rips half his clothes off, gets a scorpion deathlock on him. Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs come out, but Hobbs is, instead of getting in the ring, Powerhouse Hobbs, 275 pounds, 6 foot whatever, beast, he's reaching in to pull Starks out like a sack of shit. Hook gets in on top of Sting from behind and grabs him, and Hook just Sting reaches up and wallops Hook, and he takes a bump off. So Sting gets back to his feet. Cage is in by this time. Cage just gloms Sting and sets him up for a powerbomb. But Darby Allin's music starts playing. So Brian Cage just lets go of Sting and goes, oh, somebody's coming. And guess who? It's Darby Allin, the guy whose music was playing, and he jumps on Cage's back. And together, Sting and Darby Allin beat up Cage. 5 heels run off again. Didn't they just beat the fucking shit out of the heels last week?
Yes, that's when Darby came in on the zip line.
Yes. And then they just beat the shit out of the heels again. They're still going to have this street fight match on pay-per-view. Why? Why have it? They got one move on Sting. They powerbombed Sting, which they could have made a big deal out of. Everybody knows he got a bad neck. They could have fucking taken him out in the ambulance, not have him disappear, whatever. Then there could be a reason for this street fight, where this time we're going to finish him off. Sting's, he's over the hill, he's past it. He's got a bad neck. We're going to finish him. We're going to retire him right on pay-per-view. And Sting doing the, I got to come back for my dignity type of thing. And Darby Allin with me. And then they have a fucking match, and the fucking baby faces kick the heels' ass when the people have paid to see it. You blithering simpletons. The only way they can make this any worse is if then they have the fucking street fight and the heels win on pay-per-view. That's the only way they could make the psychology of this entire thing any worse. The baby faces have beaten the heels up and run them off and emasculated them at every turn in this whole fucking deal, except when they powerbomb Sting, which then their personnel from the company got on the internet and said he's okay, he was fine, and it was his idea to take it. And then 2 weeks in a row, the baby faces come back, and a 60-year-old man with a bad neck and a fucking 150-pound skateboarder beat up 5 grown men with very little effort. And we are now expected to pay to see a street fight between them. When I feel so sorry for Team Taz, I want to donate money for them instead of fucking throw shit at them and boo them. I have sympathy for the heels. They've been mistreated like this. It's the goddamn most insane bunch of shit I've ever seen in my life. It helped me in any way understand this.
I can't help you understand it. The booking of this feud, the booking of every AEW feud is poor. The question is whether people want to see the match. And that's really the story most of the time. There are AEW fans who can't wait for the match, and they excuse the fact that the week-to-week booking to get there is atrocious. This feud, this program between Team Taz and Sting and Darby has been stupid from the get-go. And again, like you said, and like I said earlier with the Bucks, the babyfaces, now for the second week in a row, got their revenge on the heels.
Anyway.
Booker of the Year.
That was followed by an all-star singles match with 10 of the Dork Order, the guy with a mask on and Roman numerals for 10 written across his chest. Actually, not even Roman numerals, just tally marks. Against Max Caster, the wannabe rap star. And two things about this. Scorpio Sky was on color. Welcome back, Scorpio, from the Federal Witness Protection Program. But also, the Dork Order, instead of being the heel cult disciple group, is now the comedy mid-card fun-loving babyface group. And they also came out with Brody Lee's son and the mask and the whole thing. And I'm not going to watch this if they're going to continue to put this kid in this position. It's fucking ridiculous all the way around, and it's not professional. And so I just skipped ahead. I don't want to have anything to say about it. But if they're not going to actually be serious, there's no reason for me to watch and knock what they do with this poor kid. So moving on. The main event. Matt Hardy and Mark Quinn this time, although Tony did slip and call him Isaiah Cassidy because they wear the same fucking outfit. You never see both of them in the same place anymore, even though they're a tag team. Against Long John Silver from the Dork Order and Adam Page. This is the main event. Two teams of reluctant partners. A team where Matt Hardy is the manager and he's fucking his guys that used to be baby faces, but now they're kind of heels, but you don't see them in tag team matches anymore because the story with Big Money Matt's more important, so he teams with one or the other. Going against, as I mentioned, formerly a heel, now a goofy cult favorite, underneath comedy guy, and their poor, beleaguered superstar, Adam Page, who should be so over by now and has been mired down in all of this dreck since this program went on the air. And both teams, as I said, reluctant partners. They don't really want to team with each other, and they do a lot of the tagging each other in and out like without the other's affirmation or knowledge like we've seen already in this program. And this was a tag team match on any indie show. I'm not talking about the flips and the gymnastics or garbage wrestling. I'm just talking about basic indie wrestling that has no TV or angles going on, just four guys in the ring doing shit. And then a incredibly iceberg cold tag to Page so that he could make his great comeback. But why they just fucking frostbit his fucking hand with his cold tag, I don't have any idea. He made his own excitement. But this match didn't build at all. It stopped and started. And the guys just, as I said, kept tagging themselves in and out against their partner's wishes. And then it got contrived in a way too busy finish somehow where Page and Silver gave Mark Quinn about 18 bumps in a row and then beat him. Flatter than 4 o'clock. And then Hardy attacked Page and beat up Page. But then here comes the Dork Order to jump on Matt Hardy, and then all the tag teams suddenly appear that are in another one of these goddamn overdone, sloppy, scrambled egg battle royals that Tony Khan is so in love with. I mean, my God, get a butt plug, Tony, to comfort you. Instead of having these goddamn battle royals that just are a tag team battle royals, even worse. So every tag team in the known wrestling world jumped into the ring, and they were all fighting off on the air. Mark booking. That's what we'll do. And we dropped the cow, ladies and gentlemen. We dropped the cow. What do you follow this with? 26 guys in the ring fighting for no reason. We don't know who half of them are on site.